The story of Africa did not start with colonization. For many, many years, the world was taught a version of Africa that cleaned away its meaning and put misunderstanding in its place. Eshu was never the devil. But for generations, millions of our people were taught to fear him. Not because he was wicked, but because they rewrote his story. Before the colonizers came, the Yoruba way of spirit did not cut the world into two parts, good and evil. It understood that life is about balance. Your action and what follows it, order and confusion, living side by side. Eshu was not a demon. He was a messenger, the one who guides the crossroads, the power that made sure that what human beings say the divine would hear. Without Eshu, nothing could move. No prayer could reach the orishas. No destiny could open up. Eshu is about choice, about chance, about the weight of our own actions. He does not make chaos. He only shows it to you. When people act without sense, Eshu shows them the result. When human beings lie to themselves, Eshu brings the truth out for all to see. In the Yoruba world, this is not evil. This is you facing what you have done. It is accountability. When the European missionaries landed, they were looking for things they already knew. They needed to find a devil. And Eshu, this complex, symbolic orisha they did not understand, became the perfect person for them to point to. They took his role as a trickster and removed all the sense from it. They made his symbols to be flat. They cleaned away his philosophy. Eshu was now called Satan, a single wrong translation that changed the story for generations. This confusion did more than just change old stories. It changed our identity itself. Africans were taught that their forefathers worshipped darkness, that their own spiritual ways were for bush people, that their wisdom needed to be replaced. And the result? People felt shame for their spirit, a disconnect from their own culture, and a whole generation grew up, afraid of what they see in the mirror. Today, the whole world is celebrating the orishas, in art, in music, in fashion, in philosophy. But many Africans still reject the same thing the world now respects. The thing that was called evil in our own home is now being studied and honored outside. To reclaim our history is not to say we should reject modern faith. No, it is about bringing back the truth. Because when you steal the meaning of a people, you break their identity. And when a people's identity is broken, their future is not sure. Eshu was never the devil. He was the lesson they never taught us to understand. This is Reclaim Africa. And this is where Africa will tell her own story.